SAGE is the country's largest and oldest organization dedicated to serving lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender elders. Founded in 1978, the New York City-based agency coordinates services through a network of 27 affiliates in 20 states and the District of Columbia. Michael Adams is the executive director and spoke with us recently about the changing needs and challenges his agency faces.
My name is Michael Adams, and I am the executive director of SAGE, which stands for Services and Advocacy for LGBT Elders. SAGE's mission focuses on improving the quality of life for LGBT older adults across the country. And I would say our biggest challenge is trying to ensure that we have the resources that we need to meet those demands. You know, we talk a lot in the U.S. about the so-called graying of the country, which means that the older population in our country is really exploding in terms of its numbers, and that means that there is a greater and greater need for the kinds of programs and advocacy and services that SAGE provides. And so having adequate resources to make it possible for us to do our work is probably our biggest challenge as an organization. Well, there are a variety of ways of working to meet those challenges, and you know, one of our biggest goals is to help the LGBT community and the community at large understand the importance of how being LGBT and then being an aging person intersect, how those things come together and what that means in people's lives. And as we do that work, and as we get better about getting that message out to the larger world, it will help us to continue to grow the kinds of support that we need to do our work, whether that's support from community members and individuals, corporate partnerships, private foundations. You know, through those kinds of dialogues, we're going to really help to address the resource issues. There are a number of nuts SAGE is trying to crack in terms of working with and on behalf of LGBT older adults, and one of the biggest of those is isolation. You know, we see that so many LGBT older people are living in isolation as they get older, you know, much less likely to be parents, much more likely to be single and living alone, much more likely to be disconnected from their families of origin. And so a lot of our plans for the coming year are built around the need to continue to create programs and opportunities for LGBT older folks to be connected with each other, to be connected with friends and peers, and to really have the opportunities they need to be part of community. And so we have a lot of work going on to expand our local services and our programs, for example, in order to create those connections. We're also very involved in federal policy advocacy work over the next year, for example, to ensure that there's a big LGBT component to the National White House Conference on Aging. So these are some of the priorities that we see over the next year. There are many things I'd love to see happen at SAGE. Probably, though, if I boil it down, I'd like to see us come to a day where every SAGE constituent, every LGBT elder, no matter what their circumstances, no matter where they live, finds a community and finds a place of support in this organization and this program, in our programs and in our activities, that no matter who you are, that we are relevant for you and that we're here for you. That's got to be our ultimate goal. Our message for SAGE constituents, our LGBT elders, especially, you know, we're taping this during Pride Month, is that how important it is that we recognize that we stand on the shoulders of the people that SAGE serves, of our LGBT elders, that so much of the progress that we've made on our rights, on winning marriage equality, on winning first-class citizenship in the society, that's really built on the contributions and the courage of LGBT elders in recent decades. And so it is our work to lift that up, to honor and respect that, and to ensure that we live up to what they have done for us as we move ahead. It feels amazing to do my job. I feel like I have an incredibly wonderful opportunity to wake up every morning and do everything I can to serve a mission that is so fundamentally important, and that is lifting up and honoring our LGBT elders. And when I have the chance to go and visit our programs and talk to SAGE constituents and hear stories about their lives, it's energizing, it's exciting. It's not always easy, it's challenging. It is never boring, and that's one of the many great things about the job I have.